busy mom, a beginner when it comes to makeup, or just looking to maybe like switch up your routine for a makeup look that looks natural and that doesn't take you ages, this might be the video for you. Bonjour friends, my name is Pauline and this is genuinely the routine that I do on days that I wear makeup. It's very easy. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much my toddler is moving around when I'm doing it. And because we don't need to ramble any longer, let's start. Just because I want to be a little bit more extra than usual today, I'm gonna do eye makeup. I really take the time to do any kind of eye makeup anymore, which I miss because I used to do this kind of makeup all the time, but now I don't. I could have the time. I don't take the time to do it. But there's this one product, it's by Merit. It's the Mid-Century Solo Eyeshadow that's like super easy to use. It can look fairly natural, it can look pretty grungy too. So I'm just taking it on a fairly fluffy brush. The good thing is that I personally don't need to use any kind of eye primer with it. My eyelids are not oily at all. It is so incredibly easy to use and to blend, even if you have no clue what you're doing when it comes to eyeshadow. And I'm pretty much done. You could take another clean brush and go over the edges a little bit to make sure there's no like harsh line, but honestly, it's not even really needed. And I just go, like I follow my natural crease shape. I'm not trying to like do a crazy wing or anything. I do like a messy, grungy eye look, and I might add a little bit to my lower lash line later. But just to give you a bit of a closer look, like it is so easy. It kind of looks like you put more effort into it than you actually did. And I really like that shade too. And you can kind of build it up too. It's not gonna get like super, super dark, but you can make it like a really light wash, almost like just a tad darker than your eyelid, or you can really make it more noticeable in a way. I typically skip mascara because again, like I really wear eye makeup anyway, and I kind of like that skipping mascara adds to the grunginess of the look. So I'm gonna leave my eye makeup as is for now. I'll do a little bit on the lower lash line in a minute, but we're gonna move on to my skin. I haven't worn foundation in a few years. Instead, I just love this tinted sunscreen by Kopari. I just love the amount of glow and just like feel like it's the perfect my skin but better kind of look. It covers any like unevenness, I guess, because well, skin. It's not gonna be even all the time everywhere. It's an SPF of 50, so that's like the reason I wear SPF every day is because I use this. And again, I can't, and just like the glow, it's beautiful, but it looks natural. It doesn't look like you put a shit ton of highlighter on, which I still have to do. But I don't know. It's really my skin, but better. I don't need any tool to apply it, just use my fingers. And I'm done. I also rarely do concealer, but for shits and giggles, we're gonna do that today. This is the best concealer that I've used ever, I'm pretty sure. It's by Tower 28, and the reason I like it is because it doesn't feel like cakey or anything. And I pair it, you'll see in a minute, with the Tower 28 setting powder, which same looks like very natural on me. I do not have the correct brush. I love this House Labs concealer brush. It's the perfect size. I don't really need to do too much. I feel like it's really just doing all the work for me. Does it make a big difference? Not really, but see, I feel like it still looks really natural. Probably helps with a little bit of unevenness, I guess, because I don't want to say it's discoloration. It's not really like, I don't have crazy dark circles or anything. So this is just great to add a little something if I feel like it. Again, most of the time I don't feel like it. I'm setting it with the Tower 28 setting powder. Well loved, as you can see. And same, like I just do under my eyes. Whether I do concealer or not, I do tend to set my under eye. Then I'm gonna take a bigger, fluffier brush. This is not what I need to use. This is a super old brush, by the way. And I just do a little bit on my cheek zone, just so it's not as shiny, I guess. Next is blush, which I probably should have done before setting my T-zone. It is also well loved. This is barely hanging on. More Than Hit Pan. It is by Half Magic Beauty. It's the Cheek Fluff in the shade Pink Mushroom. I adore this shade because it's not too pink. And since I don't contour, I just do blush and bronzer. And I don't know, it's like the perfect almost mix of the two. Put a bunch on this brush, also by House Labs, really good brush. And I place it on my cheekbone. And I hope you can see it on camera, but like, I can't really see because I don't have my glasses on. I mean, it is the goal. But it like immediately warms up the face without looking like too much or like too fake or obvious or however you want to call it. And you can definitely like layer. So again, place it on my cheekbone. I don't go past the center of my eye. I do a little bit up on my temple, where I will be applying bronzer in a minute. Oh, I love this shade so much. This is not ideal, by the way, doing my makeup in a tiny mirror like this, but that's all I have. You can do as much or as little as you want. Sometimes I'll go a little bit without adding any extra product on my brush. Just do like a little bit like across the bridge of the nose. I don't know, I think it looks cute. Probably should have done that before setting, but it's fine. Next, I'm gonna do bronzer. I like this NYX Cosmetics Buttermelt Bronzer. I am in the shade All Buttered Up. And I'm gonna use the same big fluffy brush that I used to set my face a little bit. It doesn't look well loved because I had to repurchase it because my son dropped my old one recently. But I really, really like this. I'm going along my hairline. I've heard in the past, like, you shouldn't do it if you have like a tiny forehead, which I guess I am part of the tiny forehead club, but I still do. I essentially do like a C, kind of like over where I put my blush and then up along like my hairline again. I don't really do anything like the bottom half of my face. You can take like what you want from this. It's not like you have to do this the way that it is, like the way that I do it. Obviously adapt to the shape of your face or what result you want to have. I'm trying to figure out if it's about even. Then again, without adding any product, maybe I'll go a little bit on the bridge of my nose. If I do want to add a little bit of like pink back, I really like this blush duo from NYX. It was like the Bridgerton collection, and I use mostly this shade. Sometimes I'll dip a little bit in the other one. You can use the same big fluffy brush. I'll use a different one because I have a different one. But if you don't have a million brushes, you don't really need to. Step a little bit. And like if you're a beginner, it's always better to just start with what seems like barely anything on your brush and build up, rather than be like, oh no, I need more, otherwise it's not gonna show up on my face and then end up with too much, because it's harder to take off than it is to add. Last thing for the face, I'm a millennial. I like highlighter still, and I like this NYX Royal Highlighter that was also part of the Bridgerton collection. It's in Iridescent Peach, another fluffy brush but slightly smaller, and just like this on my cheekbone. Sometimes I'll do a little bit on my nose, Cupid's bow. We only have 2 things left. Oh no, I said I wanted to do a little bit on my lower lash line, so let's do that before I forget. I'm gonna take a smaller brush. Should take a different shape, but I don't have one right here and I don't want to get up. So I'm just gonna go back and forth like this, connect in the outer corner here. I can go back to the brush that I used earlier that didn't have any product on it, like that was the clean brush, sorry, that I used to clean up the edges a little bit. Again, this is obviously optional. I know that this is not to everyone's taste, but I used to really be into, well, grungy makeup, and like, I think people would call it like the dead girl look. I really like that. It's kind of one of my goals actually this year, to try and like play with makeup a little bit more. Before winter hit, I did get into the habit of waking up a little bit earlier so that I would have time to get ready in the morning. Not really do my face makeup because I didn't want it to be ruined when I brush my teeth after breakfast, but like I really need to get back in the habit again of like getting up early so I could maybe like take the time to play with eye makeup, because I can do my eye makeup, then wake up my son, have breakfast with him, brush my teeth, and then do my face, because that doesn't take me that long because I'm so used to doing it. But yeah, the fact that it's so dark still, like wait, what time was sunrise today? Sunrise was at 7:49. And first light at 7:15, but sunrise at like 7:49. And sunset at 4:50, and last night at 5:24. But like the fact that it's so dark in the morning, when even at like around 7 when we do wake up, makes it so hard. So like I don't even want to try get up earlier than that, but I should. Maybe like even a half hour would allow me some time to do a little bit of something. Anyway, back to the makeup. Gonna do my brows now. I use the NYX Cosmetics Lift and Snatch. I'm in the shade Espresso. NYX is definitely a brand that I really started using in 2025. I mean, yeah, way back in the day I had the Milk Jumbo Pencil with Milk because everybody had it. But I don't know, that was not like a brand that was on my radar more than that for whatever reason. But after seeing creators use some of their products and like recommend them, I was like, oh sure, I'll give it a try. It's not very expensive, so if it doesn't work for me, it's not as annoying. And I'm glad I did, because like this product, again, it's like my brow but better. It's really easy to do like tiny hair strokes with it, because I feel like in the past I've tried products that were supposed to easily mimic little like hair strokes, but it never worked. But this one I really like. And so that's the brow before and after. It's just like a little bit more defined without being like a really blocky kind of brow. And I feel like that shade is also like really nice because it's dark without being like pitch black, because I look fucking terrifying if I do use black, even though like it looks like my hair is black but not quite. That looks about right. Now lips, and we're done. So the main products I've been using lately, I'll typically line my lips with this Half Magic Sculptitude 2-in-1 lip liner. I do like the shade Emo Rose, which makes me laugh that I like a shade that has emo in the name. And on the other side is Prancing Queen. Sometimes I'll just do this House Labs Le Monster Lip Crayon in Rose Matte. If I use this one, I tend to only use this. And if I need a little bit of extra hydration, and if I do use this, I will use the NYX Fat Oil in Story or Post. I would notice that was the name of it. I'm pretty sure this was like a gift with purchase at Ulta, and I'm so glad that that was the case because I end up really liking this. My lips are feeling dry today, so I'm gonna do lip liner and the fat oil. So again, using the Emo Rose side. One of the reasons I like this crayon so much is that it glides on the lips really easily. I could even apply it all over my lips. It wouldn't dry out my lips at all. And it's like my lips, but a little bit better. Like it's really close to my natural lip shade. So as someone who doesn't really care to like touch up my lips during the day, this is perfect. And this shade the same, like it's pretty like natural. It has a bit of a shine to it, but it doesn't feel sticky. I'm really particular when it comes to lip products. It does transfer though, like the amount of time that I put it on because like it feels good and I like the look of it, and then I kiss my son, I'm like, oops, sorry. And essentially we're done. I don't do this every time, but I feel like using this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip and Set Refresh Spray does help my makeup look nice longer. As in, like, you know how blush and bronzer tends to disappear pretty quickly, and I feel like with this it really helps. It also feels really nice on the skin. And it adds a little bit of glow again. It smells good. I really like it. And I'll show you one thing, like I'm not going to do it now because I just did my makeup and I'm not going outside, but I want to show you one more product. This is my best friend when it's summer or like I'm out more often. It's the Kopari Sun Glaze Sheer Setting Mist, again with an SPF of 50. It allows you to reapply some SPF to your face even if you're wearing makeup. It does look like it has a bit of glitter in it, which doesn't make you look like a shiny disco ball, but it does add glow to the skin. I love how this looks, and I'm so happy that now they make like a mini version, which means that I could have one in my purse. I have not purchased it yet because I don't really need it. I mean, today is sunny, but I live in the Pacific Northwest where we don't see the sun very often during fall and winter. But come spring, I will buy the mini version of this so I can have it in my purse and able to reapply on the go, because this is a bit big to be in my purse. But anyway, that's it. I probably should have mentioned before, I did briefly mention that my eyelids are not oily. I have dry skin. I have sometimes sensitive skin, so that's another thing. I've tried other setting sprays or like SPF sprays and things like that in the past, and they would like burn the shit out of my face. This doesn't. So if you do have sensitive skin, maybe give this one a try because it works with mine, where I think technically I have a bit of rosacea. It's like really mild, but when I last saw dermatologist, that's the word I'm looking for, she told me I have a bit of rosacea on my cheeks. And so yeah, this never burns my face at all. So yeah, this is what I do as a mom who takes about 5 minutes to do her makeup on a day-to-day basis. I love the result. I think it looks really nice. Again, it's really easy. It doesn't take a million products. I used a few more today to show you if you wanted to take it a step further. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these products, if you have any question about anything in this routine. I'm always happy to chat and try and like help you with anything you might need. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.